Okie dokie, well, the parcel has arrived. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so we've got plenty of time to tinker with it during the day and try and get it running by the afternoon. And yeah, well, it's definitely not a HP computer of any sort, so there definitely is a old engine in there. So yeah, we're going to cut the box and crack it open. Okay, we got the box open and all the cardboard that was on top of it off. So yeah, let's take a look at the engine. One person did actually guess what it was. It was an old Briggs. Mounted on a giant bit of hideous wood. But yeah, she is an old Briggs & Stratton Z, not a ZZ, but ZZ on the mind. And just like he said, the kickstart is disengaging for some bizarre reason. There she is. And she is a WMB. Alright, let's get her out of the box and see what the old thing looks like. Okay, well, there she is. Most definitely needs a repaint, that's for sure. And yeah, pretty unusual looking thing. No place to really check the oil. I suppose that's the crankcase breather there. Yeah, there is actually nowhere to check the oil level. Strange. Got some pretty unusual going on there, but can't see a spark on this plug, but can occasionally hear like it's sparking the points. So she probably needs a condenser. The kickstart pedal in some places has seen better days. It's bent and cracked here. That's going to need some work, and for some reason it doesn't disengage. So yeah, that needs working on. That's all stuck. That should probably have a ratchet system in there somewhere. Nice pulley on the back though. Whether it'll actually come off or not is anybody's guess. And the old carburetor, which is more a mixer than anything on these. There it is. So I'm guessing we have our choke here, the mixer there, and it looks like a throttle system at the back here, which is fairly interesting. Looks like it runs down to a potential governor piece, and we've got a adjuster down here for the throttle. That is a bit of 1/2 inch pipe, which I'm going to take off of this, paint in Ruston Hornsby maroon, and probably put it on the WD2 as it's a water drain pipe. Yeah, that is just a 1/2 inch piece of threaded pipe. We might use that on the WD, but I probably won't, just because if I take that off, the threads in the actual WD's block are so poor it'll probably just leak, so I'm probably going to leave it. But yeah, we'll put the spark plug in now. It's too big a spark plug for the engine, typical, and see if it's got any compression, and then we'll go from there. Well, she does have compression, so that's not a bad sign. Not sure about the spark plug lead. I doubt that's original. Looks a bit manky, to be honest, on it, so we should replace that with a proper copper core HT lead. So yeah, there she is. She is a WMB. One person actually guessed that right. So yeah, we've got some information there, and the serial number, which will hopefully give us a date for the engine. Yeah, she's not too bad. A couple of little dents to try and get out in the cowling, but she should look good, painted in the red, just like the ZZ. Yeah, right, let's get this cowling off and see what's going on with the coil. Oh, I thought the coil was dead then, but it's just this manky HT lead. I can get a 5,500 ohm reading from this point here, which is pretty good going. Looks like that's just wrapped around the coil as well, so we shouldn't have any problem replacing the HT lead. Whew, thank God. Alright, yeah, we do have a bit of a governor set up there. We've got a spring. It's actually a spring that just goes to this here. Oh, and you just move that whole piece up and down to adjust the speed. Oh, I see. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, I suppose it is really a carburetor as opposed to a mixer, because it does have the actual option of a throttle, and nice that it has a choke as well. It also doesn't need an air filter. I thought it was missing an air filter, but clearly you can't have an air filter on that. So yeah, no, not bad at all. Right, so once this HT lead is off, we might even be able to get spark out of this thing. And I don't know if the front oil seal has gone, is shot or what. I'm not sure. Somebody's marked the flywheel completely wrong. God knows, that spins in completely the opposite direction. And yeah, we're going to reposition all of this, test out these magnets. They should be good. Test them right now. Yep, nothing wrong with them, they're good. And yeah, compression isn't bad for an engine that I haven't even run yet. Got a bit of end play, but then again there is an absolute crap load of gaskets in there, and a load of really horrible gaskets. There you go, there's just the proof that the coil's good and proper. Not getting anything from the top of the old HT lead, so that's definitely got to go. But it looks like it's just crimped over there, so it should be nice and easy to get off and put a nice new bit of copper core on there. Right, well, we have things to do now. We've got to get the flywheel nut off. Looks like it's a reverse rotation nut. Looks like it's going to come off clockwise. So we'll give that a go. We've got one broken fin on the flywheel. That isn't too bad for an engine of this age. So yeah, I reckon she's going to make a good winter project. And we've got to try and get this this starter dog here turning. Otherwise we might have to go for the first attempt at starting it with just a bit of rope wrapped around the back of the pulley. That might be what we have to do. But first we've got to see if it's actually... wasn't going to do this for just the first run, but I took this out of the crankcase breather, and looking at that and how broken up it is, I'm most definitely taking the sump off of this engine. Yeah, I still can't find a way of checking the oil level, really. I'm guessing you can pour the oil in through there, but how do you check the oil? This little bun, perhaps? I suppose that is the only way. Strange. Okay, well that little bun is actually where you do check the oil level. Ah, that's good. It's got another bolt in there to take off to get the actual sump off the engine. Ah, that's alright. So that's where you check your oil level. Yeah, very good. Glad I found that. There's no bolt on the other side. Maybe it's snapped off. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But we're still going to definitely take the sump off. It is nasty. And the oil in there is absolutely rancid. Right, anyway. Well, I thought those little bolts retained the sump, but I was completely wrong. Look at all these. Absolutely loads of them. There's only 4 bolts holding down the one on the ZZ. This one's got loads. Crazy. Right, well, we're going to have fun getting all of these out. It's got to be done because that oil bath filter thing is just horrendous. Oh god, that crankcase breather, I mean, it's just in awful condition. So yeah, we've got to get the sump off. Well, there we go, the sump is off. The engine is pretty clean inside, can't feel any play anywhere, really pleased. Anyway, that just about wraps it up for this video. We're well over 10 minutes now, so I shall upload this one and continue working on it in part 2.